Okay, so here we are. I'm selling my Pokemon collection, and there's too many cards for me to post pictures of in the ad, so I made this video. Hi! We're going to be having an auction, and the person that wins I will deliver in person to anywhere between Victoria, Vancouver, Nanaimo, that area. So let's take a look at what we got here. This is my collection. It's pretty secretive of it. When I was a kid, I never showed anyone my actual collection, only my doubles, so that I could trade and catch them all. And so I amassed quite a collection of earlier cards and a few of later ones. Let's take a look. So I got this lovely backpack, and this is the binder that I actually had back then. This little squirrel keychain comes with it. Used to blink. I think it's actually finally run out. I think you can change the battery though. So here we go. I've got a bunch of packs here that well, they're all opened, of course. It's just the wrappers, but kind of interesting, and a little bit of a tribute. And I've got some kind of nostalgic pieces here, of course. And yeah, like everything you see here is coming with the auction. So I've sorted it all by monster number, which is going to be really frustrating to some serious collectors because most people collect in sets. But I always felt it was more interesting to show like this. I've got quite a few holographic cards, some reverse holos, things like that. I mean, the best collection is the base set, but also pretty heavy in jungle. Base set 2 is lower. I've got quite a few Fossil, Rocket, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge. After that, it really starts fading off. But there is a pretty substantial collection here. I think it's a couple thousand cards. I will count them. But I'll try to show you all of the holos. Now, if you want to see the backs or any particular cards, I think that Bulbasaur is a holofoil. Sorry, I'm just getting used to how to film in this light. It's really hard to show in video. Of course, we do have a Venusaur. Most of these cards are in very good condition. Now you see that there's 3 different Charmanders and they appear to be the same. This one is Shadowless. This one's Shadowed. This one's actually a base set 2, so they are different cards. Now some I will... Oh, sorry, that's a holofoil, or reverse holo? Sorry, the lingo of the things outside of base set is a little bit more foreign to me. I've actually got a first edition Charmeleon here. And this is one of the big showstoppers. This is a base set Charizard. Now, it's not the first edition, and it's not Shadowless, but it is in very good condition. I'll actually take it out, get a better look, being that it's one of the heavy hitters. It is in very good condition. I think along the bottom there is a little bit of white, a little bit of whitening along the bottom there. So it's not perfect, but as far as cards go, it's pretty good. Let's see, got some Squirtles up here. You can see various editions. I don't have too many first edition base set cards, but there are a few. There's the Blastoise. Yeah, like I say, if any of these cards in particular interest you, I'd be happy to send you a couple photos of more detail so that you can get an idea of the quality of specific cards. I don't want to spend too long out here. I don't know that I've ever had these cards in direct sunlight before. For filming purposes, I felt it was worth it. But I know for storage and preservation of the cards, it's not ideal. So I don't think I've ever actually had these in direct sunlight before. So I got kind of into Pikachu. I do have a pretty substantial collection. this is another major card in the set. It's a first edition base set, Red Cheek Pikachu. So that's just Shadowless Red Cheek. And we got Shadowed Yellow Cheek, and this is E3. Now I'll take this guy out because it's possibly the most valuable card in the collection. It may not look it, but this is a very rare card. And in this condition, I mean, I was looking at eBay sold prices, and one of these went this year for, well, thousands. Yeah. This may very well be the most valuable card in the set. But I'll leave that to you to judge. And hopefully it will reflect in the auction prices. This card was banned from tournament play. It's got an attack based on, you write your name there, you're supposed to. And then it does more damage based on whether it's your birthday or not. So that was always one of my favorites. And we actually have another one. Looks like the same one, but it's actually base set 2. I've got them mostly in order of when the cards were released. A lot of Pikachus, even got some from the movies. Now, if you have a more extensive Pikachu collection than me, I'd love to see some pictures. That's all we got for Pikachus. Astonishingly, I have now run out of unique Pikachus. Yeah, so we're in order. We're in monster order. So you'll notice, like at the bottom of the card, Nidoking is number 34. And Nidorino, number 33. Like I say, I always found it much more satisfying to view them like this. It's a Shadowless Clafairy there. Shadowless Ninetails. Base set 2. Got lots of promo cards kind of mixed in here. And we're back in action. Sorry about that, my phone actually overheated. We're having a bit of a heat wave here, and so I had to put it in the freezer for a couple minutes, and now we're back, and I've got this this lovely ice pack on the back of my phone now, so hopefully we'll be okay for the rest of the showing. So, like I was saying, I kind of disobeyed the what was I gonna say? Oh yes, the official monster order. As you can see here, Igglybuff is supposed to be 174. But it's right next to this Jigglypuff at 39. Well, that's because Jigglypuff evolves from Igglybuff, maybe, being it's a baby Pokemon. I just found it much more satisfying like this, so this is how I did it. For the ones that had evolution babies, they came before the basic Pokemon. So that's how I put it. Of course, you could always reorganize them if it's your collection, which it could be. Some Zubats. We get down into Golbat. I always like this card, extra sparkly. Guess I should do like a pan out and then like a little look through. Is that a shiny Crawlbat? It is. Hard to see though. Then we get into the Oddish series. This guy is actually very powerful in the deck. I did play quite a bit, but I had a second set of doubles that I used for playing with, which I'll be retaining. I'm only selling the collection at this time and not my doubles. But this is the best of every card that I've ever had. And so you're certainly not getting the lesser of the deal from a collection standpoint. I used to go to the Pokemon League. We lived out in Mission, and my mom used to drive me all the way to the Toys R Us in Langley to go to the Pokemon League. So I've got, well, all of the promo cards available at that time, of course. And you get little badges and things. which I'll actually be including in this offering as well. Figured you might as well get the best of the best that I ever had as being a severe Pokemon person. Severe Pokemon person. Come on, Persian, show me your olive oil. There we go. Ducks going on. That was a very different sort of art. Oh, this guy came along and what the heck? Kind of upset everything. Okay, another fan favorite. The Growlithe and Arcanine. Got a nice Shadowless there. And the Alakazam. It's got a Shadowless Alakazam up there. It's pretty nice. Shadowed as well. And we got a dark Alakazam. I thought the borders on these ones were kind of interesting. I didn't collect them very much. I kind of fell out of it by that time, but I kind of wish I hadn't. Okay, so I actually learned something about Machamp recently, which I never thought that I would, but I did. My Machamp is not the best Machamp you can get. It's first edition, sure, but they're all first edition. What's interesting is that mine is shadowed, and you can actually get a shadowless version. The more you know. This is not the most valuable type of this card, though of course mine is in the edition. It's just not the most valuable version of the Machamp. There is another one. Oh, well, okay, this is... I forget the name of that set. It came after I was super involved. I don't think it's Neo. I don't know. They re-released some of the base set guys later on, even after base set 2. We got a first edition Victory Bell. Unfortunately, it's not shiny, but it is first edition. This one's shiny. Not first edition. Sure is a lot to know about Pokemon cards. I know quite a bit, but I'm by no means the most educated. I'm just like pretty good. I was actually looking at some of the little questionnaires they gave you at the Pokemon League back when I attended. And the questions they asked on there, if they asked me those today, I would have no idea. You kind of need the cards for reference. It's like, hey, well, what's the heaviest Pokemon? Shadowless Magneton. Shadow, first edition fossil. Kind of nice. Regular. Non-shiny. We got a different set. Got some more Magnetons over here. I'll skip the page over here. I actually just finished kind of reintegrating all of my cards back into a better show presentation because I had some decks built, but I disassembled them in case there was a couple that ought to be in the main collection. That took about a week. Because, you know, as soon as you add like another muck that wasn't in there before, okay, well, you got to shuffle all the cards. Maybe leave yourself a spot. Okay, well, you can fill it up with energy types just to make it look nice. I might have shown this page already, so we'll kind of go through here kind of quickly. I always thought Dugong was very pretty. Yeah, here's these activity sheets. There's a bunch of these in here. Golem, by the way, is the heaviest Pokemon, at least in base set. Oh, you get a playmat. That's from the Ancient Mew collection, I think. This one's from a more recent theme deck. I don't know, you'll probably recognize that if you're super into stuff. So we'll just put this back. Of course, it opens to the Pikachu page. So yeah, you get everything here, the binder, packages, even the coveted Squirtle keychain. But it's time to move on to the backpack. So, this backpack, of course, is Pokemon themed. I have no idea what the history is, but it is quite old. And it is from that time. In the outer pouch, you will find... Okay, this is my badge book from the Pokemon League. Didn't make it all the way, but I made it some of the way. Went there as often as I could. I don't know how they ran that place, but I don't know how you'd ever get all the badges. I did get some. Got this lovely Alakazam. Sorry, that might be a Kadabra. My mistake. Let's see. Got some badges. Not sure what the kids are saying. I might be some kind of Pokemon OG, I think would be the expression. I don't know if I call myself that, but I've heard it said before. So yeah, you got 5 badges. I don't think they're in order. I feel like it was a little unorganized there, but that's what you get, because that's what I got. I've never seen anyone else with these things, by the way, so who knows? Maybe they're really rare and valuable. You'll have to look that up and decide for yourself. In any case, you get them. So now we're going into Pokemon Backpack, and I'm just going to move this other binder into the shade. Give it a little relief. I have heard that excessive heat can damage the cards. I don't think any of my cards are bent, my holofoils, because I've always been very careful with them. But it can easily happen. In this backpack, you will find 1, 2, 3 more binders of cards. Okay, we shall carefully stow that in the shade, actually. Yeah, grass is all dead. It's far too hot for that. Great for showing Pokemon cards, though. Okay, so I have a little drink because I am also bending in the direct sunlight. And let's take a look. I think we left off at Muck. So now we have Shelter. I wish I could fit it all in that one binder. It used to, but you know, as collections evolve, you no longer have room for such things. So then we're into these guys. Got Shadowless Haunter. And these guys, I think just on this page, just the Haunter from Fossil is shiny. Oh, what happened to my focus? There we go. Is that better? No, that's terrible. Oh, you know, I'm holding my phone on the ice pack. I hope the rest of it wasn't all fuzzy like that. That'd be terrible. Hey. Focal range. What's going on here? Okay, my camera's on the fritz. I'll have to cut it. 1 sec. And we are back again. Okay, no more touching the screen for this guy. So, yes, in fact, this Haunter is shiny. Now, how do I... With the changing light. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. So we got some Onyxes, and we got some Drowsies. Hypno, Krabby, Kingler. Ah, first edition. Very nice. Well, base set. We got a lot of first edition cards, not all of them base set. That's not first edition, but it is Shadowless. So, you know, better. More better. I wonder how many Pokemon cards there are. Like, okay, well, not in total. Well, maybe that too. But, like, different qualities. Like, say you had every card in every type of release. How many cards would you have? I don't know. I'll bet you... Throwing out a wild number. Bet you 10,000. So hey, if you picked up this set, you'd have a heck of a lot of Pokemon cards. You would have a very secure investment. And heck, if you're even paying attention to some of the things I'm saying today, you might even know something about it if you're just entering the scene. Got a Shadowless Chansey. Got a first edition Tangela. Nice first edition Kangaskhan. Couple shiny Seadras up there. Oh, that's a pre-release card. So if you remember the Pokemon League, you get that when, but before, or in this case, Gym Heroes came out. Yeah, they'd just give you that for showing up that day. Now it was a little funny where the club that I used to go to, the guy that was running it would trade you cards. Would trade you sums of these promotional cards for cards that you had bought out of packs, bought out of packs. I feel like that was probably against the rules, but yeah, being a kid, I didn't really care. Even as an adult, I felt like I was able to then take those cards that were traded to me for cards that sure I bought with my 2 paper routes and trade them for a larger sum in cards. Shadowless Gyarados and another pre-release. Let's see if we can actually get that. Man, that is hard to capture. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we were able to then take some of those cards. Okay, so I got a little bit obsessed with Gyarados. I think this is actually my favorite one. I know it's not the most valuable. Well, maybe it is, actually. But I really thought that Pokemon was a little bit... the art was a little bit childish for me. So I kind of targeted cards that I thought were particularly cool. Gyarados had a chance to compete with those badass looking magic cards. And so I've got a pretty good Gyarados collection. Yeah, we got Dittos and all the strange iterations of Ditto. Oh, and evolutions? Holy crap, man. Okay, a deck made out of these guys and Dark Vaporeon, and then couple that with some like energy like the ones that take away energy, the promo cards. I forget what they're called now. We'll see them in a little bit. It's like there's like a super energy removal. Yeah, that's what it is. Energy removal and super energy removal. Holy crap! Your opponents will never have energy, and these guys can instantly evolve. That Pokemon power is crazy. If you need to pause there for a sec, take a look at that. It's also got 20 bite for 1 energy, and no retreat cost. So like, oh my god. Might be the strongest deck I ever made. So yeah, I like all the EVs. They're all very good. Of course, I showed up with a deck of these older cards to try to play the more recent Pokemon League, and I wasn't allowed to play. Very disappointing after such a massive investment. But yeah, I guess there are like time limits on how long a particular edition of a card is good to play with. Which, of course, guarantees pretty much that cards released a long time ago will never be played with at the League ever again. Unless, you know, they've got like some kind of retro day or something like that. Oh yeah, this is one that I actually got out of a pack. I got 1 pack of first edition jungle cards. And I actually got a shiny Flareon. Very proud of that card. That was one of the better ones that I got out of a pack directly without having to trade for it or win it in a battle. I won quite a few cards through battling. I got second place in the league tournament. It's kind of funny because I actually beat the first place guy, and the tournament runners turned to me and they're like, "Hey, is it okay if we just let him win?" I think he was trying to work there or something. And at the time, well, what are you gonna do? So I'm like, yeah, okay. I should have agreed to a rematch though, or I should have suggested a rematch. That would have been good. I beat him, but I had lost previously in a battle because I didn't get a basic Pokemon for like 4 redeals. Just that's 4 prizes out of the 6 to go straight to your opponent. So you're fighting 6 to 1 at that point. Like I had never had that experience with that deck before. It had tons of basic Pokemon. I just didn't get any. It was super unlucky. Yeah. I think that was like a fire deck I was playing with that day, and I think it capitalized on the dark Charmander. I'm not sure if it went all the way to Charizard in that one. It's not always worth it. These guys are fantastic. But the best Dratini to use of that vintage was, I think, this guy. He was a little bit better because he got a chance of paralysis, and you can usually charge up a little bit on the bench. Got some more promo cards here. Got a nice shiny Shadowless Mewtwo. Got a shadowed version here. Got lots of promo cards here. This is Ancient Mew, and this is a deciphered, what can he do? It actually gives you a little cipher so you can figure out what his moves do. I don't think this guy's legal for play though, because the back is totally different. And this here is an unopened one. There you go, unopened Ancient Mew. On the back page we got some more. We got a shiny promo Mew. We got a regular promo Mew. You got this. And I got some other ones. It just shows the backings. Yeah. That's the end of Binder 2. Now we have 4 binders. Now this one went all the way to Pokemon 151. Now it's debatable whether or not Mew should really be included in the original series. I think he should be, but I agree that he's kind of a special case. Okay, so we'll put this guy back over here to cool off in the shade. I'd love to see an eagle come down and grab those binders. Well, I wonder if eagles are protected, because if I had rocks, I would throw them. Okay, so here we go. Pokemon beyond the 150. Now, I don't have nearly as many of these, but I still have some. And some of them are early. I mean, early on in the release of the newer Pokemon. Oh yeah, I did get some first edition packs. This here is a shiny Typhlosion. It's really hard to see my phone screen. Holy Pete, I just realized I've been filming all of this in the wrong orientation. This is going to look terrible. Well, we've gone too far. I do apologize. That could have been avoided. Oh well, moving on. Red Cheeks. See, I don't even really know the names of these guys. Oh, my camera's starting to like wiggle and stuff. I think it's getting too hot. We better shut it down for a minute. Shall return. Really hot today. So, here we are. These guys are kind of cool. You can have like water attacks from an electric Pokemon in some cases. If I remember correctly. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that was kind of the first time that happened. Weird. Get some promo cards. At least the one. my little sunny spot here is actually shifting away from me, unfortunately, but we might get this done in time. We shall find out. Stay tuned! It was unknown, so really interesting. I played Pokemon Go for a while, and those guys popped up. Holy, that was a different experience. Trying to track those down. If you guys ever played that, but man, just finding one naturally is just about impossible. At the time, I still lived in the Vancouver area when they first came out. And I swear this thing's shiny. You just have to believe me. And you could get a tracker so that you could actually go find them. Of course, they'd only be there so long. So. Driving around to see a crowd of people on the corner. What the heck are they up to? Oh, they're fighting a Tyranitar, of course. It was, the period of life. Did eventually get to level 40. Of course, my Pokemon Go account is not included, though I no longer play it. I have no idea how you even sell something like that. Okay, so here's a promo card, and this was the... Oh no, this is an unopened one. So this is also an Entei, but it is unopened. Got a pretty decent Tyranitar collection. What with Pokemon Go making it such a key player of everything, I became more interested and collected a couple. Celebi. And then I got a divider here, because this is kind of like the end of that generation. It is not, however, the end of the cards. There are so many more. Let's take a look. So there we go. Next generation. You get every single one of these beauties, including the binders and the backpack and the Alakazam or Kadabra, and the Squirtle. Wait, were those shiny? No, kind of looks like that guy's shiny, but he's actually not. Holofoil, shiny, whatever you want to say. The Sableye is, though. Good luck if you can ever make that do its tricks. It's actually kind of a cool card, though. I want to show you. How do we... Come on. Do your magic, Sableye. It's pretty cool. He's like collecting gems and stuff. I know it's not the most interesting card, but there we go. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool anyway. First day I was able to get Pokemon Go. It was an APK file. This wasn't released to Canada yet. Downloaded it. Direct. It's glitchy as heck. Went to the park. The park was full. Everybody had it from in APK style. Well, see, we're losing the sunshine. Everybody's running around, people trying to do yoga in the park. They're mad at us for being there. Remember, we got yelled at. Then the Nidoking appeared on the other side of the park, and everybody's running across the park. What are you guys doing here? Get out of that park. I can't believe they're so mad. It's a public park. I don't get it. Got a bunch of Pokemon enthusiasts, like, out in the world, catching Pokemon. First they make fun of us for not doing anything. Then we do stuff. They're all pissed off. They're just pissed off. Man, have I got a lot of friggin' cards or what? This guy was a Pokemon Go champ for sure. Deoxys was interesting too. Different versions. Very low HP though. Kinda not so great in actual combat. So this will be the last Pokemon binder. The last binder, binder number 4, is trainers. Because of course they don't have a monster number, so like where do you put them? Giratina, it's a shiny Darkrai. It's kind of a little bit hard to keep track. I'm probably zipping around like crazy. But you gotta understand, it's very hot today. And not all of these beverages have been non-alcoholic. Kind of hope a Vancouver buyer does buy these things. It'd be nice to have a trip over there. They only recently lifted restrictions, so I could do something like that. Be nice to have a bit of a trip. Okay, and there you are. The top monster numbered Pokemon. I think it's 700 and something that I have. I'm sure there are more, but that is the last one that I have according to monster number. Boy, was it hard to categorize this entire book when they're not written on the card. If you're past like basically this set, past like this little star thing, if you got like the big yellow bordered one, those guys sometimes have a monster number, I think. But yeah, you had to look them all up individually and classify them like that. It was ridiculous. Okay, let's get these guys over to the shade, cool off a little bit. Let them never enter sunshine ever again. Then we have binder 4. So, okay, here's a weird thing about base set trainer cards. They don't have shadows. None of them have shadows. But you'll notice these two Clafairy dolls are different. This would be a trainer card from a Shadowless set. So effectively it's a Shadowless Clafairy doll. But there's no shadow on either Clafairy doll to begin with. So I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's an earlier version of that card. Could be related to the manufacture date. You can see it is 99 Wizards. Nope, that's also 99 Wizards. Oh, there you go. You get a 98.99. And that just goes 96, 98 with a 99 over there. So this one actually says 99 twice. Yeah, they're different though. It's pretty clear. They're going to be cropped differently. There's a bunch of cards like this, so I got to show you now. They're going to be cropped a little bit differently. And the writing up here sometimes will be a little bit different. Well, and sometimes the coloration on the card will be a little different. So let's see. This is actually a first edition base set rare card. So that's actually, maybe that's worth something. I don't know. People don't seem to care about trainers as much, but this edition of this trainer is the best you can get. So that's worth something. Yeah, so there you go. These two Imposter Oaks are actually different. Let's see if I can look. Yeah, it's in the cropping. You can see the sleeve of his shirt. Now check out this one. It's a little bit different. And is that a major difference? Well, from an art critic's sake, no, I guess. But is it technically a different card? Yeah. Yeah, it is. And, well, call me anal, but that's, I noticed the difference, and so I collected them anyway. Got another first edition rare base set card, and another one. Oh yeah, it's pretty apparent with the cropping of the image on this one. You can see it's quite different, despite being the same card. Got some first edition trainers. Well, because people didn't really seem to care at the time about trainers as much, I was able to trade up in a lot of situations. People just didn't seem to really care about Edition, which works for me. Jungle was a weird set, only one trainer card. Got both types, so first edition and non. Then we got base set 2. That thing always confused the heck out of me. Oh, we're running out of sunshine. Gotta chase it all the way over here, far end of the table. Got some more base set 2. Then we're into Fossil. And I guess that's all I have for Fossil, so we're into Rocket! That is actually a shiny Sneak Attack and a shiny Rainbow first edition, in both cases. I really liked what they did with the Rocket set. I thought it was cool. Like, Dark can only evolve into Dark. It was also very limiting, though, because you couldn't include a lot of your base set stuff, or Jungle, or Fossil. It was exclusionary. And of course it continued with the Gym Heroes, having Erica's whatever the heck. You couldn't evolve it into a regular whatever the heck. Okay, sorry, these are shiny. And yeah, I know I'm being very detailed with the walkthrough here, but like, it's a lot of cards, and although I know a lot, I don't know everything. And so you can maybe pick out a couple of cards that I didn't know were valuable, and maybe they are, or maybe they are to you. Maybe they're just cards that are really hard to find now. I don't know. I'm not up to date, let's put it that way. Which in a way is kind of why I'm selling my set. I haven't actually played with it for quite a few years. Although I'll add like a pack or two here and there. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at these. These are cool. Shiny Rainbow, shiny Leaf Energy, shiny Water Energy. These apparently came from a set. If you went to a particular event, you were given shiny energies of every type and the shiny Rainbow. Now they don't have a set. Pretty cool. Yeah, those are pretty. Just kind of breezing through these guys because I don't think there's too many shiny cards, and well, they're so far into the newer sets that I don't really know what's going on anymore. At this point I wasn't playing in leagues anymore, and I hadn't played in years, and I mean I still collected here and there, but it wasn't like it was. I think the value of this collection is much more in the earlier cards. But, who knows? Maybe I'm totally wrong. It's for you to decide. Holy smokes, people. It's the last page. Wow. And there we have it. The nutritional information of a bubbly. No. The last page of my collection. So, that is everything you get. You get this backpack with the badges. You get binder 4, binder 3, binder 2, and binder 1 with the Squirtle. That is a lot of cards, man. And they're all different. They're all well preserved. Okay, well, not all of them, but like 95% of them are probably near mint. Yeah, I would say that with pretty assuredly. Okay, so I will be making the page for the auction, and I will keep it updated. I think I'm going to put a buyout so that if somebody just wants to come in and just buy the cards, they can do that for a certain price, which I will list. And but the auction itself is going to start lower, quite a bit lower. And if I don't get the buyout price, then it will go to the top bid, and I will keep the top bid posted. And that's how it's going to be for picking up the cards. I will deliver them in person to a safe place where we both feel comfortable. Somewhere, well, I live near Nanaimo, so around this area that would be great. But if not, I'd be happy to drive down to Victoria, or somewhere on the island, or I could feasibly take a ferry over and deliver to the Vancouver, North Vancouver, maybe Burnaby sort of area. Yeah, hopefully that works out for you. So best of luck in bidding, and yeah, maybe we can meet up in person, maybe have a battle. Okay, bye-bye.